Hey yo wagwan massive, my name G Styles. Yeah, today I came in style because I'm here with a great Rasta man.
Yes, I.
Um, he has done very good reggae music for you. He has some very nice dancehall. He understands the genre really nicely, and that's why I'm here with him. We are at Caribbean Records, if I must say. I think I do not want to spend a lot of time introducing the great man. You're going to hear all by yourself about him and what he does. I'm talking about none other than Papa Shanti the Bushman. Welcome, Wagwan brethren.
Yo, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, the First, the power of Trinity, Alpha and Omega, a beginning without end, Jah, Rastafari. Well, with the names, them call me Papa Shante Bushman straight, outer Caribbean Records, a son of a peasant as rightfully as I am. So, brother, nice to link up family, big up on yourself, one love, one aim and destiny.
Big up me brethren. So right away,
Yes, I.
who is Bushman? Papa Shanti.
Well, as I've told you that Papa Shanti is a son of a peasant as rightfully as I am. Well, I was born down in a Kenya, in a Kibera, so that's where I started my journey from. Then me came to Uganda in 1989 with my parents. But my parents went to Nairobi, Kenya, due to the wars which were in Uganda. And in Kenya, we were there as refugees. So I was a refugee in Kenya. Then we came to Uganda in 89. And me started up my new career here down at Cheva and Rocky Salo Salo. Yeah, man. Truth and reality, me tell Uno to know the truth. Because you know one thing, when we came to Uganda, we passed through a lot of sufferation, man. It wasn't an easy road at all. Whereby, my papa and my father got a sickness called asthma. And when we come to Uganda, it was a tough situation to him. Every time, now and then, attack, taking him to Mukwonogo Hospital, coming back. I was a picking with my sister and them and my mama them. But man, it wasn't an easy road. Imagine him not working, I'm a picking, my mother not working, and another sister not working. Where are we going to get the food? Me take this opportunity to thank United Nations and UNICEF. Them are the one who made me grow up. I grew up in food for refugees, posho and beans straight.
Weapon.
Here in Uganda, brother, when we came, since we are refugees in Kenya, when we came to Uganda, they were the people who were supposed to be feeding we because we are refugees. So they give you a sack of 100 kilograms of posho and 100 kilograms of beans, nothing at all. Nothing else them can give you over here. So it's all about you where to know where you're going to get the charcoal, or where you're going to get the firewood, or where you're going to get the salt, or if you need also to use some cooking oil. You understand?
Me understand.
Yes,
Thank you, Bushman.
Blessing.
Now, Bushman,
Yes, Rasta.
me I go request you for a little thing, yeah? Please tone down the patois a little bit for my viewers.
Blessing.
Yes, so, Papa Shanti, I've just requested him to tone down on his patois. He's understood the genre so much and the language and stuff, so he might not end up communicating well with you. So I'm going to tone down a little bit and then let's do English and some little bit of patois, yeah?
Yes, Rasta. Yes, I understand.
All right, so right now, tell me, how does Papa Shanti, or even before I get to that, which name were you baptized first? I know you're Papa Shanti, you're Bushman. Where do you get these names?
Well, actually, I man was being born in a bush, you know. When my mother was feeling so stitchy and icky in the belly them, when she was going to the hospital, she felt that I'm ready to come out. So that's why we were born in a bush. And imagine being born in a bush. My mother was traveling somewhere, going from Kenya to Kakamega. And when she got this pregnancy stuff, and she was traveling, and they named me Safari. So they baptized them call me Robert. So I'm called Robert Safari. Robert Safari, then Papa Shante Bushman. Yes, sir.
So Papa Shante Bushman is because you were born in the bush, right?
Yes, Rasta.
And then Papa Shanti.
For the name of Papa Shanti, you know, since I man grew up down a ghetto, and then ghetto there is a big respect which them give people always. So when we were raising ourselves from down, coming up, most of youths them according to the situation whereby we've been living in and the things we've passed through and only kind of things which we do all over. Them used to call me Papa, 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 Papa. So every time Papa, Papa, then me name myself Papa Shanti because Shanti comes from the Ashanti Rastafari identity in Ghana. And I'm a true Rastafari believer since me are born. So Rastafari is in me. You understand?
Yeah.
We not understand at all. Man, brother. Imagine being in a class and you tell the teacher ask the picking them that, do you understand? And them say, yes, sir. Understand. You have to overstand, brother. That's why me use overstand. But it's the same way. Two things. Understand, overstand, same way. That'll but a confusion in our patois lingua them.
Thank you, Papa Shanti.
Yes, Rasta.
Yeah, man. So how does Papa Shanti get introduced to the game, to the music game? How do you join music?
Actually, since I man was being born in Kenya, and Kenya is African's reggae hub. So me used to move door upon a door, you listen to reggae music. And me grew up listening to Buju Banton,
The Gargamel, the original
Gargamel. Yeah, Buju Banton, Capleton, Sizzla Kalonji, Anthony B. So since Rastafari identity is in me, and me grew up listening to dancehall and reggae music, it got manifested in me. And me decided, since me are picking it, to do dancehall. But me thank Buju Banton for making me be who I am. Because me used to listen more musics of Buju Banton's like Hills and Valleys, Destiny.
Not an easy road.
It's not an easy road. Many more tunes. So me got a great inspiration in that music because it was not music for competition, but music for teachings.
Yeah, man.
Straight.
And if I must say, reggae music is really music for education, yeah?
Education for you and I.
That's right. So there's a lot of learning from reggae music.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned Buju Banton. I listened to a lot of Buju Banton growing up myself. Champion.
Yes, I.
Walk like a champion.
Talk like a champion. So you try to do everything like a champion.
And that's why right now I'm doing whatever I'm doing like a champion. And I can see you, brethren.
Massive. Selassie, I know.
Yeah. So, Bushman.
Yes, I.
I've seen a lot of videos on your social media platforms.
Yes, Rasta.
Of you in the ghettos somewhere, in the forests, doing sort of reggae concerts and with a lot of Rastas and, you know, having a good time and stuff. What are those concerts about and where are they held?
Well, actually, first of all, I'm a reggae activist. And I have an organization called You and I Foundation. Why you and I? Because you and I are the same people who pass through a lot of sufferation. Today it's me, tomorrow is another person, you know. So starting making these concerts, it wasn't an easy road, but it's all about unity and love amongst the people whom we are with. Because, you know, when you try to call many artists to come over here so to perform, them ask for money. But as we Rastas, we decided to say, man, music is a tool. Let's use this tool to feed ourselves, to expose, to teach others. So we call it edutainment every time. So me have a big community of Rastafarians whom me work with, and myself with the organization and the studio as Caribbean Records. And the reason why we call Caribbean Records Caribbean is because we want to promote this reggae music globally. Because, you know, Rastafari identity, no boy can come and preach to you to become a Rasta. None at all. Being a Rasta, it is in you. It's a conception in your heart. It's not all about the dreadlocks.
Yeah, man.
So what we are doing, we just do it for the community. Love for our people. You see, many people need music to heal them. Like, for example, I do my operations in refugee camps. For example, I go to Naki Valley Refugee Settlement and Bidi Bidi Refugee Settlement in northern Uganda. And Bidi Bidi is the biggest refugee settlement globally. And what we did in Naki Valley Settlement is putting music into the people and chase away the trauma. People got a lot of stress. And music heals. So we built up the first amphitheater.
Amphitheater, what?
Amphitheater. It's like a theater whereby people come, do drumming, do music, do meditation together, preach things which make people unite and which can lead them to get what them need in future. That's why we have a saying which is each one, reach one, and teach one.
Each one.
Reach one and teach one. This should go global in the ghetto, because if you know something and me not know it, reach one and teach one
them.
for free.
Make them
That's why
teach
we say
another person too.
straight. That's why we say education for you and I. And we say you and I foundation. So musically, we're there to educate our people. We're there to teach them to work hard. No sit down for themselves. Because, you know, if you sit down on yourself, tomorrow you not get food on the table.
True thing.
Straight.
True thing, yes, sir.
How you are going to feed your picking them? How you are going to get the school fees to educate your people them? And education, most of people just go to school, but them now know why them go to school. So when them come out of school, them ask a question, what next?
Bushman, you are going to kill me, road boy. All right, thank you. So, Bushman, you spoke about inspiring the ghetto youth in the ghettos and music being for inspiration, right? Do you have a song that directly inspires people? One that you did deliberately to inspire ghetto youth?
Actually, me not sing love music. Love music for what? Music for teachings. Every time. Me have a song, me did it in a Ugandan mixture of patterns. It's called Jao Amalala.
Give me an acapella.
Jao Amalala, agakujude kumutima. Jao Amalala, agakujude kumutima. Binji bienzi ndaba. Waya, it a go so, but me teach you later on.
Thank you. So I've listened to a lot of your songs, Papa Shante.
Yes, I.
One of those that I loved the most is Jah Messenger. What was the inspiration behind Jah Messenger?
Well, the inspiration about Jah Messenger, it wasn't me alone. You know, when you pass through a lot in this world, you have to sit down and you think before you do any action. I have a friend of mine, is called Zion King Mali. So we did that tune together. I inspire Zion to do a lot. And that's why we decided to sing that tune. Jah Messenger. Being a Jah Messenger, you have to deliver a lot in the ghetto, because, you know, ghetto people are being abandoned a lot. Me speak this straight. So, Mr. Government and politician, when you hear me, just know this. Think about the ghetto youths. Ghetto people are suffering. You blindfold our eyes whereby you told me that we got a ghetto president. But for what? Me tell people most of the time that about this inspiration of Jah Messenger, thinking about the situation we are passing through. 80% of the youths in Uganda, they are unemployed. Most of them got education, but them ask, one next. Education for what?
Yeah, man.
Generation and generation do education, but them don't know what next. So me call upon my fellow people to make them know being a Jah messenger is a big inspiration whereby me tell Uno to go and tell Uno, teach Uno what you have in your mind. For example, you might be a computer staff and I don't know computer. Me got no money to go and study computer. Why is it that you can't teach me how to do computer stuff and then me can get a job also or somewhere about that? So it's all about being creative mindset and also create entrepreneurs. For example, down in the ghetto, we talk about what we call sustainable development goals. These are UN SDGs, sustainable development goals. They are 17 SDGs. But when you sit down and you learn most of them, it's all about the situation we are living. First, end poverty. How are you going to end the poverty? You are educated. After education, 17 years looking for the job, them are go ask you your profession. You say, yeah. Then, how long have you been working? So they ask experience of job, like 3 years. Yet you just come out of the university. So you are going to get a job or you not get a job?
You not go get a job.
You can get a job, brother. So it's all about focusing in what you have. Being creative. That's why we say each one reach one and teach one. Sorry. For example, we have a recording studio here at Caribbean Records. Many people come over here so to me and them telling me, brother, me want to become a producer. But me don't know how to use the machine them. Then me just tell him, you know what? Me got a producer Draco helper. Link Draco helper inside. He might go start train you little by little. So them end up being professional. So that's where we say each one reach one and teach one. So if you teach me what you know and me learn straight from you, me can teach it to another.
You two are going to reach somebody else and teach them.
Straight.
Yeah, man.
Straight. Because it's all about unity, peace, love. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Papa Shanti. Now
Yes,
I
sir.
see that the song came from some very deep place. And I respect that so much. And I must appreciate that you've gone out of your way. Right now you'd be chilling at the beach and doing what, but you know, doing all sorts of fancy things.
Boy, me there upon a mission every time. To defend the poor people them. That's my mission. And them call me Bushman Papa Shante, poor people defender.
You got me there. All right, so Mr. Papa Shante, that was Jah Messenger, and indeed you're a good Jah Messenger. There's another song that I love. Now this one, you say you now do love music. But then you have a very nice song that I love, one of my favorites, Mukwonogo. What was the inspiration behind Mukwonogo?
Well, brother, you know one thing, we passed through a lot when we grow up. You found me with people here, and most of them went, and still I'm here with you. And I move alone most of the time because what? Mukwonogo means your friend.
True thing.
But singing Mukwonogo, it means I learned a lot through friends. There is no any good friend at all. Me, I tell you this straight.
Isn't that song about Mukwano? Mukwano as in love.
No, it is not
the
love.
woman them.
No.
It
goes like this. Oyo go ita Mukwonogo. Oyo go ita naye. Oyo go bulira ku byama byo. Yakulya munolukwe, oh Lord. Oyo go ita Mukwonogo. Oyogo itanaye. Oyogo wulira kubyama byo. Yakulya monolukwe. Oh Lord, me tell you that. Utter red that fire feel really tagger bone. Bone. Utter red that fire feel really tagger bone. Yeah. The hula will the haters, the fire a go come and burn. It a go burn. And judgment and fire, it a go come again a ball out. Alright, yo. Well, about this tune Mukwonogo, it's all about friends whom I've been with. It's not an easy road, just a rugged road. Never trust no friend at all. Me tell you this straight. So it's all about being with a person, growing up with a person, the one you call a real friend, like a real brother. And at the end, him a backstabber.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's where I got this tune from. Being with friends, you think about them, you take them out, you spend on them, you do everything on them, then you become bad to them because of spending to them, because of helping them, because of doing what you thing to them. So you become bad of helping. So that's why I got this inspiration, because in Ghetto, it's not an easy road whereby they see you taking beer every time, or they see you with other people of other color. So there is what we call a no-go, hypocrisy, bad mind. Yes, Rasta. True that. So we just watch them, we hide them, and we say no matter what go on, Jah is watching them.
Straight.
Yes, I.
Okay, so Papa Shante,
Yes, Rasta.
you have all these nice tracks.
Yes, Rasta.
Do you write this music yourself?
Actually, I man by myself. Me didn't go up on a school that a lot. But vibing up and writing a tune them is just an inspiration thing which fall in your head. And you talk about something, a little thing, then you start on it straight. So, in a shorty omobompempe, me can say everything me do it be myself.
Everything.
Everything.
Now, talking about you writing this by yourself, what usually is what do you go through to produce a song? For example, you're inspired by something. You think about like the Mukwonogo, a friend that backstabs, who betrays you. How does that translate? I want you to take me through the process of how it comes from you thinking about that friend all the way into a record. So can you take me through how you thought about that, the writing process, how you polished your lyrics, all the way into production and saying, hey, the song is done in like 2 minutes?
Well, most of the time you can be there with your friends or you're chatting. You're not busy on the studio, you chat about something. You talk about maybe crazy thing or about the situation you passed through. Then it comes like a vibe. Yeah. When it comes like a vibe, you start it slowly by slowly. So which means even the studio must be there, not so busy, and the producer is ready to make a rhythm which is bad for it. So when you start it slowly by slowly, you start creating up many ideas.
Right away.
Straight. You can bring this, another friend brings this, and one another bring this. Then you mash it up to the fullest. Then you find out the outcome is a murder case. So,
Bushman Papa Shante.
yes, sir.
Caribbean Records, representing straight every time, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Now I'd like you to take me through your top 5 artists. I know most of them are going to be dancehall artists. I might be surprised by an R&B. I don't know, but your top 5, dead or alive.
In Uganda or globally?
Globally.
First of all, Buju Banton #1. Second, King Shanga Capleton. The third one, Sizzla Kalanji. The fourth one, Busy Signal. The fifth one, Conscience Minium.
Nice. I have Buju Banton in there too, and a few other people. So it means we probably drew inspiration at some point from the same champions. Yeah. I'm now talking about those champions that you drew inspiration from. I want to just to double check. I'm going to mention certain sounds, and I want you to tell me which artist you think that is. Because I know you've been around for some time. So I'm going to start with na 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 yeah. How that?
That is Richie Spice.
Ah, nice. You got that one. Zaga za na na na.
That is Beanie Man.
Yeah, you got it. Yep. Good to go.
That is Elephant Man.
The Elephant Man. Who else? Who else? Who else? Challenge me with one.
Ate.
Busy. At it. Did I get that one?
Straight, you got it. So me challenge you with another.
With another, yes.
Gonna that.
Ha. There I'm lost. Bushman, tell me.
I myself.
Ah.
Fire!
Okay. I would like to ask you, Rastaman, what else do you do? I see you're deeply buried into music. What else do you do outside of music? You know, music can be a bit hard. Most people that go into music for the sake of making money end up regretting. I see you look great, you're in great shape, and I highly doubt if all this goodness is coming from the music. Is there anything else that you're doing outside of music to keep yourself happy?
Well, actually, besides music, I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. I do a lot of type of business. Anything or anything. Anything you bring which is business to me, which is not theft, me deal in it. So, straight, I'm a businessman.
All right. So the ghetto people, ghetto youths out there, or people that want to come into music can be a bit tricky in the beginning, especially if you're coming in and thinking you're going to make money out of it. Most of the people, like the Papa Shantis, are in this thing for the love of it, to inspire and be, an inspiration to other people, make them better. But if you're coming in to mint and milk the business, my friend, you might end up regretting. So think twice before you dive into the game. Come in for the sake of...
One thing, it's good you tell these musicians the greatest thing at all. Check about the situation which happened during this time of Corona. Man, most of them have been crying. Imagine a superstar crying that we didn't get Porsche, we didn't get beans. Fiwa, brother, get a business aside. That business will support your music before the music support you. You know what I mean? It's a reality.
Shooting, reality we are talking about right now.
Yes, I.
All right. Away from the music, now I want to talk to the real Bushman now. What makes you smile and what scares you the most? You can be hard and everything, but what is that thing that makes you smile just out of nowhere? And what is that scares you?
Well, basically, me not smile at all. If you smile for me pass through a lot of situations, so me got no time for smile.
Morgan Heritage say, nothing for smile about. You know that song there?
There is nothing to smile about straight, me tell you. Oh no. When you check the situation, the people living in Mandanga Ghetto, man, you can't smile at all. When people them there just robbing the money which is supposed to be helping the ghetto people. You know what I mean? So me smile for what them have to do for we. There is no good education, no good employment, no good health care, brother. So me smile for what? Every ghetto youth is fighting for him own. You know what I mean? Then you asked about what makes me get scared. Me not get scared about nothing. You know what? Every situation, me know it. Me know sleeping without food. Me know sleeping on the street. Me know being there with feeding your family when you're young. So nothing me not scared about, even if it's a policeman coming with his gun. Brother, me not get scared of nothing because I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Even if I'm a taker or I'm a thief or a policeman or a soldier, we are one. Him go up on a toilet. Me go up on a toilet. Him susu. Me susu. Him do the thing there on the bed same way. So me not get scared for what? Me not get scared for nothing. Yeah, hear me? Straight.
Yeah, good to go.
Yes, sir.
Now this one is a bit personal. I don't know, it's probably a wrong question to a Rasta man, but me I go ask anyway. Are you single?
Let me tell you one thing. I'm a man, and I'm not a quarter man, and I'm not a batty man. Me have children, and me have women. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Because when me say me have children, which means them children got them other mother, and other mother, and other mother. So me I say, me are not single, and I'm not a quarter man. So I'm a real man. You understand? And I'm not a batty man, but me not disrespect the batty because them doing them own thing.
True thing.
You know what I say?
Man. You're not a quarter man.
I'm not a quarter
Who
man.
who is a quarter man? For my viewer listening in or watching.
Yo, to all who know over here, so me tell you, a quarter man is a man who has only one woman. But a man, a full man, has to be with 5 to 10 women, you know. Eh.
Is Bushman. Bushman, where this has been nice. Where do your fans get your content, your music, and all the content that you put out? Where should they find it?
Actually, musically, me just put me music on the all social and global things. You go up on the internet, just search Papa Shante Bushman, you are going to get me music. Panolipa platform. Through that.
All right, so look him up. He uses goes by the name Papa Shanti on YouTube, on Facebook, where else? Instagram, Spotify,
Deezer,
everywhere.
Tidal,
Yeah.
Wolipa platforms made there international.
All right, there you go. So go look him up, subscribe and check him out. Papa Shanti.
Yes,
I honestly do not feel like going right now, but you know, every nice thing comes to an end. All right? Straight. So, what is your final message to our viewers and to your fans?
Yo, friends, fans, and family over here, so. Each one reach one and help one another. To defend one another is the greatest thing me tell you not to know. Each one reach one and teach one another. Education for you and I. You know what I mean? Never let your brother to suffer. Education for you and I. And remember, say, youths of today are the youths are the future. Youths of today are the generation and generation which are going to be there globally. Years and years. So to defend the people, them, is my greatest wish. That's why them call me the poor people defender. So defend them, Papa Shanti. We'll leap a time. Show me the lion, pa. Rastafari. So guidance, protection, every time Selassie I love. Salute, Selassie.
I can't say anything on top of that. Thank you very much for watching. Selassie.
So let me give them one thing about Selassie. Selassie, I love we. Selassie, I love we. Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel, I, Selassie, I, love we, guidance and protection, people. Let me hear you say Shanti, Shanti.
Shanti.
Forward we are forward, we now reverse. Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, man. Later.
Straight.
Bus.